that 97% of your Google Ads spend is probably wasted? On average, approximately only 3% of your ad spend converts into sales, if you're lucky. That means 97% of your ad spend isn't working. Now, to scale your sales, you have no choice but to scale the 97% that doesn't work. We've looked at over $500 million worth of ad spend and have discovered that between 10 and 30% of the spend in every account has never converted and will never convert. So how do you scale your sales without scaling the ad spend that doesn't work? Our machine learning on demand identifies the hidden, non-converting spend and it removes it safely from your account. What happens then is ad spend is either reduced or your return on ad spend improves immediately and your sales also increase. It's like a little magic bullet. How do we know it works? Well, these clients have all done it. Chemist Warehouse is the third largest retailer in Australia. Their conversion value is up 178%. The Fragrance Shop had sales up 28.7% online on Black Friday, and growth overall was 19.3%. Anchor Pumps, these figures are slightly out of date. These guys are caning it. If you know anything about technical products, if your products have numbers or sizes or anything like that in it, it's very difficult on shopping. You are doing a broad match fight the whole time. And the same on text ads as well now. It's equally as difficult. My Generator, their sales were up 425% and their costs were down 64%. Also won the Best Search Award at the Drum Awards and was noted as one of the campaigns to refer back in 2019. So, what does MLoD do? Here you can see it in action. This company had been with us about 8 months. They did our free audit, which you can see on this page after you've watched the video, and they identified there was a lot of waste in their account. Now, they didn't want to push all the waste at once, but you can see down the left-hand side here, this is the savings, and on the right-hand side of this graph, this is the ROAS. And this is where they started with us back in May. So the first push we did was an £8,000 saving, followed by another £8,000 saving. And MLoD is just continually going through the account, looking for spend that has never converted and will never convert. And it's constantly taking that. And as you can see, the ROAS has just gone up and up and up and up and up and up and up. So they've had 183% increase on ROAS to an absolute record high over the period. Revenues have increased 44% over the same period the previous year. When you add the cumulative savings up on zero spending words, they've had £233,000 worth of savings in 8 months. Had these savings not been identified, they would have remained in the account, just compounding month on month on month. Now, here is our friends over in Australia. They have the 425% increase in sales and a further 25% year-on-year increase in sales and a 41% increase in return on ad spend. You can see here, back in January, we did a huge push which gave them this, it sort of skews this graph a little bit because they had 54 grand's worth of savings there. And you can see the rest of the savings sort of throughout the year going on there. So their return on ad spend increased by 65% in January after pushing 54 grand's worth of zero conversions identified. The biggest ad savings are identified early on and during times of high spend. So you've got those nice peaks to look out for. Particularly we found during the coronavirus shutdown, Google spend has just gone crazy. And we've had an average 50% increase in sales in the same time last year and a 60% increase in return on ad spend on the same period last year. These guys had a drop in ROAS in August and we gave it a big push, and you can see where we pushed more in August. It's bumped the ROAS back up again. Overall, they enjoyed a 25% year-on-year increase in online sales on top of a huge one last year as well. And the cumulative savings achieved on zero spending words was £664,000, much better off in your pocket than Google's. Here's a 7-month case study. Now we've put both lines in here so you can see what was going on. Again, savings down the left-hand side, ROAS down the right-hand side. when they started. A couple of big pushes, smaller pushes there, but the ROAS has just jumped up dramatically. The revenues increased 116% over the same 7-month period in the previous year. The average return on ad spend increased on 94% over the period to a record high. The cumulative savings achieved on zero spending words was 60 grand in 7 months. Had these not been removed, you wouldn't have had the increase in ROAS because you would have still been shelling out for words that don't work for you. This business is VC backed and is being pressed for large growth. So by continually just pushing and pushing and pushing MLoD, they'll be able to achieve that. Now, overall, the clients have had some quite outstanding results. So for clients who've been on it for 12 months, they have an average 38% increase in revenue and an average 49% improvement in ROAS, return on ad spend. And clients who've been with us over the lifetime have seen an average 366% increase in revenues over the lifetime of the account and 88% increase in ROAS over the lifetime account. So our technology really does work. Why should you trust us? Well, we're a Google Premier partner. We're a Bing partner. We're multi-award winning, one of only 200 Google technology partners globally, and one of the top 29 AI startups in the UK. We have been featured in everything from Forbes to the Times to the BBC News. And we offer everything from a fully managed service to parts of the platform, such as MLoD, as you've seen in this presentation. If you're interested in a fully managed service or other parts of the platform, please get in touch or visit the main site, which is dreamagility.com. This is what you're going to see when you do your audit. If you go here to audit.dreamagility.com, all you need to do is put in your AdWords ID, and it'll ask for your password. We won't make any changes to your account, not unless you pay us. And then you get this report back, which will tell you how much money you have in your account all time that's had no conversions against it in the last 30 days, and how much you're going to spend on zero conversions over the next 12 months. I think the product speaks for itself. The results are fantastic. You don't have to pay a penny to try it. You can put it through the audit for free and it will tell you whether it's going to be the right product for you or not. It fits in amongst anything else you do. So if you've got any bid tech or anything like that, it doesn't interfere with any of that. It works on exactly the same attribution model as you have in the account at the moment. It only takes away zero conversions. We have a more advanced one which also does sub ROAS, but that's on an enterprise model. And it's very, very safe to use. If you want some really big results from your AdWords, you need to get MLoD into your marketing mix. Thank you for listening.